Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Who am I but I'm Dre Mac? Came into the game just to spit facts. Into the space that I'm in. They got me by the Drake cause I'm cold with the pen. I find no diamonds but I still shine. You can dig me cause my bar's mine. My tracks flame like a Dalu. The hardest blood on my tongue, thinking it's a warm blue. I'ma throw with a gas leak. Camouflage in the mist, but you smell me. One spark, then I bet you I'ma blow up. They throw my name around, get stupid, then you go dumb. No rest for the weary. A versus thinking in his man, but you can't see me. You rather drink than go pull up, but took a knife through the game, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. I came to eat at the a la carte. Got stripped of a bear, come me brainstorm. Then I come together like a Voltron. Then I poured all the planks, you need Decepticons. Fake rappers in retreats like Cobra. 80s they been floating like up in the storage and I'm E-man. Up, down, down, then I'm cheap. You a beast, man. I take a beat in. Ninja Turtle rap, circle clans, get defeated. High in my ride, you can call me Night Rider. You can never stop me, cause I'm a guy bomb. Bad attitude like Moroccan, my whole to the A, and I bet you can stop us. LL bad, when I go and show up, you can hear the haters in the back. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie. Let me get him where I fit in, homie.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Taste the biscuit. Taste the goodness of the biscuit. Taste the honey sauce. Taste the goodness of the biscuit with the honey sauce. Don't get that honey sauce on me. I don't like the way it tastes with my chicken wings.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What is going on, everybody? It's your man Dre Mac coming to you again with another episode of the Dre Mac Show. 7:30 in the morning Central Time, 8:30 on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast right now, go ahead and get up, because you already know that the early bird gets the worm. And I'm not going to hold you guys. Worked, kicked my butt last night. I am holding on by a string right now. I am tired. Not even going to hold you. Oh, brother is exhausted. But we're coming back with another reaction video. So in this reaction from High CHD exposes a delusional John Walker fanboy. And we are going to get into it today to see what he's talking about. Honestly, this is one of those ones that came out, I think, Friday. It was 4 days ago. Today's Wednesday, so it came out over the weekend. But I wanted to do it. I just didn't know what day. So we're going to get into it today and see what our guy High CHD is talking about with this delusional person. Go talk about it. So hopefully you guys are happy. Hopefully you guys are healthy. Shout out to my man Heavy Gant over at the Heavy Gant channel, but you already know how I do. The real question is,
Say why you hating on my energy? Say why you hating on my energy? I don't think you wanna be my enemy.
all right. I'm trying to tell y'all. Whew. I ain't gonna lie. I am tired. I'm not gonna lie. I am tired. I was on my feet all night. My feet hurt. My legs hurt. And we worked almost 11 hours. Well, I worked well over 11 hours yesterday because I didn't take any. I was on a job where I didn't take no breaks. So when I tell you, brother is woe out, whoa, woe out, boy. Put this on everything I love, man. I'm trying. Let's see what's all in the chat. Miss Roberta, the church auntie. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I keep forgetting you guys got y'all other ads for the chat. But Boilermaker 2006 Purdue. Are you a Purdue alum? I like that though. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Alvin Rodriguez, good morning. I'm gonna just tell y'all before Drew Brees was Drew Brees, I watched him at Purdue, and I was a big fan of Drew Brees. Big fan of Drew Brees. Even when he went to San Diego, I was a big fan of Drew Brees. And then he ended up going to New Orleans and doing this thing, man. But still, I always like Drew Brees. Xavier Phoenix, what's up? Good morning. Good morning. Marlon Marr, the author. Good morning. Good morning. I want y'all to check out Marlon Marr's book, A Tricky Situation. Trust me, we gonna get into that book. Minty Gasm, AK Tina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Robbie D is up in the house of admin. Make sure that y'all smash the like button like Tyrone Magnus slashes biscuits. Or did I say slashes? Smashes. Let me get some water. Boy, it's gonna be a doozy. Hey, Sharita, butter biscuit. What's up? Honey biscuit. Talking about dry biscuits. Now you just need to put that honey on there. What's up? Good to see you up in here. Wavy things. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. My man Stamina MC. London in the house. Hey, you wasn't here. I forgot. But man, I really want a British accent. I want to wake up one day like those people who I woke up one day with a British accent. I want that to happen to me. Why can't I wake up with a British accent? What up? Junior Network, what's good? Good morning. Good morning. Andre Ware, what's up? What's up? Krisha Key, good morning. Good morning. Justice Note, what's up? Good morning. Executive Judge, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, snap. Let me see. Tyra J is up here. What's up? What's up? What's up? Oh no. The show must go on. Tired, all of that. Yeah, brother tired. This is why I'm going to bed after this. But I didn't get finished shoveling snow. Like, I was up, did the show with y'all, moved some stuff around. As you can see, you can clearly see the Simpsons arcade machine like directly in the back of me now. Because I'm doing some other movement and stuff like that. Then after that, I went to go shovel snow. I cooked myself something to eat, didn't get to bed until like 12:30, and then woke up at like 3:45 to get ready for work. And I was at work all that time. So yeah. I'm gonna get some sleep today. What up? Chill is up in the house. Yeah, I know. I trust me, I know. I unfortunately, yeah. I'm talking about what he did on the field. I was a big fan of what he did on the field. The rest of well, I mean, he apologized, but he was tripping. He was tripping. He was tripping. Sharita, are we gonna go get biscuits? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. We getting honey biscuits, gluten-free honey biscuits. Just let me know. Oh snap! You gotta look up one of the biggest fumbles of his career. You see, he been chilled ever since then. Judah, the Israel, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's good? Uh Hey, look, I'm just saying, that's what I want to do. You know what I mean? Don't stamina. Listen to me and listen to me well, my brother. Don't stifle my dreams. If I want to wake up with a British accent, give me that, man. I pray. I've been like, Lord, I see what you've done for others. I need that accent. it'll make it. I'm trying to tell you, if I had a British accent where I say well, it'll make a lot of things go a lot better. I can cuss people out and they'll be like, oh, he's just being British. Oh man, yes, gluten free, so I don't get sick. Uh yeah, it was like this fitting to be a breeze. He was tripping. But yeah, he fumbled real bad. I mean, I do like the fact that he fumbled, apologized, and just got out the way. He was like, I'm just gonna be here on my ranch or wherever. He said, wake up eating English breakfast. Y'all are funny. That's what I'm saying. Oh, he's just being proper. No, I'm all right, Stamina MC. Watch. You gonna come on to the show one time? I'm gonna have a British, full-fledged. You can't even tell British accent. Watch. Give me a voice coach. Full-fledged British accent. Watch. He said, so you're on Tom X5. I want to be a Brit. Fair enough. I support. That's all I'm saying. Just encourage your brother. Don't put me down. Lift me up. Yeah, exactly. I do say that I'm a good man. Excuse me, sir. Oh man, you can tell I'm sleepy. All right, let me shout out all my magnificent, beautiful crew members, man, because y'all be holding it down. But let's go, man. Laugh in the chat, man. I'm sleepy. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait. Whoa. Stop everything you're doing. Go and hit that like button. I know this is probably your first time watching, and you probably enjoying everything. Stop fucking on the channel and go and hit that subscribe button so you never miss one of my videos or one of my morning live streams. And for only $2.99 a month, you know you can be a part of the crew. And shout out to all my crew members that been holding it down for Dre Mack and the crew since the beginning. All right, back to your regularly scheduled program, now in service. Go. Bye. All right. And of course, if you want to be a part of the crew, all you got to do is hit the join button on the main portion of my channel. Just hit the join button, $2.99 a month. Y'all get all the priority videos and everything, man. So, and you just support the channel, man. I'm literally I do this for free. Honest. I mean, I did it for free for I don't know how long until I got on. But yeah, man, but it does support the channel and I really appreciate it. I really do, like seriously. I love the fact that we get up in the morning, we do these videos, do these reactions. people don't think that I'm doing this live when they're doing reaction videos on me. Baby, I am live, son. Live. I mean, I could sit around and do some fancy editing and all of that. I'm giving it to you real and raw. As you said, would you happen to have any Grey Poupon? But of course. Would you have a little bit of the Louisiana? That's why I want the British accent. I want to ask for stuff, but black stuff in a British black accent, like American stuff, but the British accent. You know what I'm saying? Like chicken wings or baby back ribs or something, some lemon pepper wings. Excuse me, there, sir. I would love to have some of your delicious lemon pepper wings. Do you have to have them on the menu? I want the proper British too. I want the real proper British. What up, she? What's up? It's like I literally tried to study Spanish, but I studied Spain Spanish and found out that they speak proper Spanish, and everyone else speaks slang Spanish from Mexico. That's crazy. I learned that from a Rosetta Stone. Not joking. Not joking. What's up, DeAndre Mosley? What's up? What's up? What's up? I want it all. I want it all. I just need Stamina MC to support my endeavors of foolishness. Mickey G most definitely does not approve of this message, and neither does Blue. But I do. Support me. So that way, when me and Stedman are plotting against Dr. Hate, you know who his British counterpart, who helps him out. It was me. All right, let's transition over, man. I'm gonna stop playing. I'm gonna stop playing before I piss somebody off. Like, you think we all sound like that? Well, you do. I just out for real. All right, let's transition over, man. I'll be right back with more of the Dre Mac Show.
Knight Rider will return after these messages and station identification.
Stedman, he's Stedman, not just no Bruce boyfriend. If you cross him, you're a dead man. You heard what I said, man.
I heard he was gay. No way, sister.
Stedman, he's Stedman.
Knight Rider. The Knight Rider power cycle with Kit on the pretend instrument panel.
Here he comes. There's something special happening at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Fresh buttermilk biscuits made from scratch. Our chicken head biscuits a perfect match.
Warm, taste so good, make you want to slap your mama for real. Man, I slap your grandma, I slap your auntie.
Good idea. Playing horsey with your little sister. Bad idea. Playing horsey with your Aunt Bertha.
Let's see who's bad, man. Come on, let's go. Let's do it. Let's show you who's bad. Come on.
You wear a disguise to look like human guys, but you're not a man, you're a chicken boo.
Now the conclusion of
I hate how they talk about you. Everybody thinks you're just a freeloader. They don't know about...
They can't know. They can't ever know. If my cover's blown, we're both dead.
Do you like the car? It's for you.
What's the occasion?
I can't believe you forgot again. It's our anniversary. We've been engaged for 15 years.
You know, I'd marry you tomorrow, baby. But it wouldn't be fair. Not to you or to the free world. Well, look at you.
This is it. I can't believe it. After 15 years, we're finally going to consummate our love.
Damn. This is Stedman. It's the commissioner.
Sorry,
what? Professor Haight? He's escaped? Damn. What? The French Riviera? Now? Yes, sir. I'm on my way. Damn him! Damn that Professor Haight!
He's escaped? Again? Can't they build a prison strong enough to hold him for at least one night?
He's diabolical. I must go.
Can it wait just 1 hour? I want it so bad. 5 minutes.
5 minutes? Believe me, when we finally make love, I'm gonna take my time. It's gonna take all night long. But right now, I'm gonna need some money.
How much?
Let's see. French Riviera. In the house. Wardrobe. Disguises, special weapons, laser glasses, speedboat, armored helicopter.
All I have on me is 1.3 million.
That'll have to do.
Oh, darling, what kind of life is this?
Oprah, darling, you have to be strong. There's more at stake than just you and me.
Here's something to read on the plane.
Thank you, darling.
How about a kiss?
Of course. Close your eyes.
Oh, Stedman.
Hey, have y'all noticed how they had Oprah looking wore the hell out? She looks wore out. That's messed up. But I don't like Oprah, so I keep playing it. I do not like Oprah. All right, let's go. Especially what she did to my man Michael Jackson. Yeah, no. All right, she's Professor Hate. She's diabolical. But that I have to do. All right, let's get to poor Lady Maya. But yeah, let's get to it. All right, this is High CHD, the disillusional John Walker fanboy. Let's go. Let's see what he's talking about. Exactly. That O is for op.
What's going on, guys? We're back with another YouTube video. John Walker fanboys. I know y'all miss me. Come on, don't act like you didn't miss me.
You don't want your kind here. Damn. Oh my God. What are you doing over here, bro?
Anyhow, for my regular viewers today, I'm going to be responding to a video that recently came across my feed by some guy. Now, this is another person who hates Sam.
So I'm doing reaction to a reaction of a reaction. Let's go.
Wilson and believes that, you know, John Walker
Shout out
did
to High
something wrong and the show treats him like a villain for no reason. Now, the issue surrounding this entire thing and what I've come to find is that there's a large chunk of Walker fans who kind of live in this like deluded headspace where Marvel has some sort of vendetta against the character in Thunderbolts and especially Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The thing is, this mindset in videos like this almost always hinge on just not understanding certain scenes
or not
basically framing the entire show poorly and also purposefully misconstruing certain elements of the show and strawmanning certain elements of the writing. And so
I mean, and then they also have to remember that John Walker is he started off as a villain, then he became an anti-hero, but he still has more ties in villainy, you know, than anything. He's, you know, not Captain America. But I'm going to tell you what it really is. A lot of people wanted him to be Captain America over Sam Wilson. I wonder why.
the Walker fans who are probably going to flood the ever-loving shit out of this video because they just cannot stand anyone who doesn't outright glaze this character for some reason. And so they're going to drop 10-paragraph essays about how John is super relatable and he did what we would have done, and that's why we love him and everything, and you're just a hater if you don't think he was right. Okay, there's a couple things we need to preface going into this. One, just because I don't blindly defend everything this dude does not make me a hater of the character. I actually like his character, but I'm also willing to call his actions for what it is and not do mental gymnastics to pretend he's a saint. I say
and honestly, in the Thunderbolts, he was actually one of the highlights. Just, I mean, it's Kurt Russell's kid. He sounds like his dad. Like Wyatt, if you listen to Wyatt Russell, he sounds like a young Kurt Russell, especially around the time he was doing like The Thing. He was doing Big Trouble in Little China. He just has that. He sounds like his dad, even though he favors like a mix between his mom and his dad. It's weird because his mom is Goldie Hawn. So he looks like a mix between the two, but you can tell who kid he is. And he was actually kind of awesome. He was so good at Falcon and the Winter Soldier that you really rooted against this guy. You know what I mean? If you want a guy, if a guy is really good, that he's not forgettable, and you want him to get punched in the face, kind of like how Blue is with Lily, because he wants Lily to die so bad and Welcome to Derry. She's absolutely memorable. So that means she's doing her job. Hey, can't hate. This is one of those surprise castings where Ryan Russell is most definitely doing his job.
This because Walker fans have a tendency to get overtly hostile and defensive and act like people are calling him the worst person on planet Earth for simply pointing out the mistake he made was indeed a mistake. 2, just because you can empathize with why he would do something does not make him in the right for doing it. There are plenty of characters throughout fiction who have flaws that you can empathize with without defending certain things they do in their story just because you like the character. And finally, no, John Walker was not meant to be a villain in the show. He's someone who had good intentions that made a mistake because he couldn't control himself. The actual villain of the show was the Flag Smashers and to an extent, the government for putting him in that situation and setting him up to fail in the first place. Why would the writers put scenes like this in the show for someone they wanted you to hate? This logic makes literally no sense, especially since
that's very facts.
The director of the show flat out stated the intention was to like him by the end after the finale released. But Walker Shields ignore this and act like everybody hates him because it fits their dumb narrative. Anyways, with all that being said, let's get into the video.
Oh, hell no.
I wanted to talk about...
Oh, hell no. No, we don't play his videos around here unless somebody else does. But no, this ain't what's his face? Bill Cosby from Let's Do It Again. You know what? I don't even care his name. But no, not him. Because if I say his name, I'm gonna get flagged. Every time this dude picture pulls up, I get flagged. You know, for ads and all of that stuff. So no, Let's Do It Again is not on here.
John Walker and go over some scenes that were poorly written and also some other stuff. We first see John Walker in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. And since Sam gave up the shield, remember that, he gave up the shield willingly, the role of Captain America fell onto the GOAT, John Walker. And in his interview...
GOAT? You know what? I'm not gonna lie. I don't... So that's one of the things in this generation that I hate that they don't use. Everybody... What's up, Erica D? What's up? I hate the fact that everybody's a GOAT. She's a GOAT. They the GOAT. Go. Everybody can't be a GOAT. Everybody can't be the GOAT. Like LeBron James just cannot be the GOAT when there's a Michael Jordan. I'm sorry, somebody that's ahead of you. Sorry, Michael's ahead of him. But still, I can't stand when people use that. Oh, it's frustrating. Anyway, I just wanted to point that out, my frustrations with that word. Because John Walker's not the GOAT.
We learned that he received 3 medals of honor. Damn. 3 fucking medals of honor. Okay. Which is basically impossible. This dude is the man. And the government did a study of his body at MIT, and he tested off the charts in every measurable category, including speed, endurance, and intelligence.
I seriously doubt he tested in speed, but whatever. And because of some questionable decision that he was making, I don't think intelligence. He's probably book smart, but not common sense. What up, Q?
Charts in every measurable category.
He's basically the closest thing to a super soldier that a regular human could possibly be. Because remember, this is pre-serum, so this is nuts. And he's humble about it. He says he's not anything special. He's just a man with guts and a man who wants to do good. And he wants to do right by Captain America. You literally could not ask for a better Captain America. But Bucky and Sam spend the rest of the show being stupidly salty at John for simply accepting the role of being Captain America by the government after Sam willingly gave up the shield.
No, John was kind of being a dick and think just because he's the new Captain America. This is my personal perspective. I don't know what high CHD is going to say because I haven't watched this video. You know, I do all my stuff get natural. If you remember in the show, he was kind of being a dick. You know what I mean? Because he felt like because he was Captain America, now you got to listen to what I say. What up, Jay? And I don't have to listen to what you say. You know what I mean? And of course, you're talking about and this guy's being disingenuous because you forgot that, yeah, Sam didn't want to be Captain America. He didn't want the title of Captain America, right? But let's not act like Sam and Bucky wasn't at the battle, in upstate New York against who? Thanos. You know what I mean? So
I can't make this shit up.
John Walker fans not paying attention to the media they consume will never not get old. Sam did give up the shield, but he was doing that because he was retiring the mantle. The reason he is upset is because the shield was supposed to stay in the museum. The whole intent of that speech is that he was letting Steve's legacy rest. The government knew this and acted like they were going to keep that promise in front of his face, only to completely backstab him and give it to someone else without them knowing. And let's clear something up, because I'm getting really sick of people saying that Sam and Bucky were salty at John the whole show, when this literally isn't true, and this is generalizing all of their interactions. The only person of the two who was directly hostile at John for most of the show was Bucky.
Yeah, that's very true.
Sam was initially put off by the news, but even when we observe the conversation after Sam sees the news, he's not really focused on getting the shield back or on John. His focus is explicitly on finding the Flag Smashers. It's Bucky who's obsessed with the shield.
Shouldn't have given up the shield.
Good to see you too, Buck. This is wrong. Hey, look, I'm working, all right? So all this outrage is gonna have to wait.
Didn't know that was gonna happen.
No, of course I didn't know that was gonna happen.
This is what Steve wanted.
Oh my God, so what do you want me to do? Call America and tell them I changed my mind? Yeah, right. It's a great reunion, buddy. Be well.
You had a right to give up the shield, Sam.
That's what you...
He was like really, what's up, brother Juma? He was really pushing Sam to be Captain America, because who's his friend? Just think about it. Who's really his friend? Like, seriously, that's Steve's friend since the 1930s. So yeah, for Sam to, I can see where Bucky was coming from. It's an old school mentality, like, hey, he gave the responsibility to you, so you should be ecstatic about doing it. Well, Bucky, while you were out here being the Winter Soldier and being brainwashed, there was other things that was going on, and Sam just didn't want it. He just wanted to let the legacy live with so and so. I could say something, but recast the child.
Not gonna do. You're not gonna come here in your overextended life and tell me about my rights. It's over, Bucky. It's over, Bucky. It's over, Bucky. Because I have bigger things to deal with now. What could be bigger than this?
Oh, Bucky gets out the car while they're trying to play shit out, and Sam at least stayed and tried to hear the guy out, even though he disagreed with him. And even in the next clip you show, Sam was not even being hostile towards Walker. Bucky was being a jerk, but Sam actually acknowledges Walker and tells Bucky to cool off being salty towards him.
Where's she now, Walker? Do you know?
No, we don't know, Bucky.
Things are really intense for you, aren't they, Walker?
Take it easy. Look, Walker's right. Take it easy. Look, Walker's right. Take it easy. Look, Walker's right.
But they were, let's be honest with you. Let's be honest, though. There is a tone in that scene, in those scenes, where, to me, Walker was doing too much just because he was the new Captain America that was issued by, this is my personal opinion, that because he was issued by the government as the Captain America, he had that you need to listen to me type of attitude to me when I was watching the show. But yeah, Uncle Sam.
It is imperative that we find them and stop them. You guys have rules of engagement and all kind of authorizations you have to get. We're free agents. We're more flexible. Wouldn't make sense for us to work with you.
Sam also tried to help John out by warning him not to mess with the girl, told Bucky to step in and help him when Ayo was about to kill him, and even got his ass beat defending John himself. So no, they, or at least Sam, did not spend the show, quote unquote, stupidly salty at John. It was just Bucky. And if you paid attention, they actually explained in episode 3 that Bucky's hostility towards Walker was him essentially projecting his own insecurity and what Steve wanted.
Why'd you give up that shield?
Why are you making such a big deal out of something that has nothing to do with you? It was nothing.
So maybe he was wrong about you. And if he was wrong about you, then he was wrong about me.
Bucky's behavior is intentionally irrational. That's not bad writing. That's good writing. And this is really kind of have to establish subjectivity versus objectivity. It's one thing simply disliking Bucky's behavior from a subjective, opinionated standpoint. It's another thing making an objective statement and saying the show is badly written because you dislike or even have an opinion on his behavior, which is a non-argument. Just because you may personally dislike how characters react in certain situations does not mean the show itself is badly written. Fans in general tend to do this thing where they project poor writing onto something that they just don't like.
I can't stand that. When people don't like something, oh, the writing is bad, or maybe your comprehension.
And you don't have to agree with everything a character does or says for a show to be good. When you look at it from Bucky's perspective, his behavior does make sense. Bucky has a ton of unresolved mental problems, and he's not exactly known for being the best social person and getting along with everybody he meets. Hell, him and Sam were beefing for a minute throughout the movies, and in this show, they barely get along till the end.
Then later on, Bucky and Sam are getting stomped out by a super soldier terrorist group known as the Flag Smashers. John and his partner, who's basically his brother, Lamar, roll up to help. And just look at this. Boom. Sit down, you dweeb. John, the normal human being, holding it down against a bunch of juice.
So this guy is going to glaze the hell out of John Walker. I'm not saying John Walker was bad, but he's really going to just glaze the hell out of this dude. Oh, let's buckle up for some honey sauce in this mug, boy. God, because he going to pour all kinds of honey all over John Walker. Jeez Louise.
Up super soldiers. The ginger chick teep kicks Lamar off the truck, but John throws the shield under him to save his life. Then hops up on the truck and tries to solo a bunch of super soldiers. It doesn't go well, but that's what I'm talking about, baby. John Walker is just on go mode at all times. Doesn't matter who it is. After this happens, John tries telling Bucky and Sam that they should work together to bring down the Flag Smashers. Pretty solid idea. But Bucky and Sam are still moping around like...
No, they wasn't. It was, to me, when he got in there, it was the way that he came across. Bucky is not already feeling, discount Captain America. He doesn't care about Temu Captain America at this point. You know what I'm saying? And Sam is trying to be as optimistic as possible, but you are still looking at Avengers. You can't come to Avengers and this is my personal perspective, the way that they came to him in the scene. You know what I mean? Like, you should work with us because we got this, we got that, and it'll be better. I'm sorry, if I was an Avenger and I had to go fight Thanos and a horde of aliens and all of that, and a snap took away, not only myself and my friends, but I had to come back and come fight 5 years. Yeah, I don't know.
A couple of dorks because they're mad that John is the new Captain America.
But he's glazing.
Well, then we gotta work.
He's literally glazing the hell. I'm talking about pour honey all on me, Winnie the Pooh. Stop it, Winnie.
Together.
That's not happening. You ever jump on top of a grenade?
Yeah.
What the f does that have to do with anything? He has 3 goddamn medals of honor, and he's a regular human being.
Well, if you know Steve Rogers' story, he jumped on a grenade also, but you failed to bring that up to show what type of man that Steve was. Steve was willing to sacrifice himself, which he said in the first Avenger. He was like, I'm the guy. When he was arguing with Steve, he was like, you're not the first guy that's going to jump on the grenade. You're not the guy, who's going to, lay down on the wire to get the other guy across. He was like, no, I'll just cut the wire. Forgot about that. It's character. And that is what it is. It's character. And in his character, even though, to me, this is just my personal opinions, when I watch this show, as good intentions that he had a little, his character was a little where you just be like, yo, my man, integrate yourself in well. These are Avengers still. You can't come in like you did battle or you was with these guys with these guys, what they went through. You know what I mean? Like, but again, that's my personal opinion. Let me hear what these guys have to say.
He's earned the right to be Captain America.
Bro, the whole point of the show was that the medals don't matter. Being Captain America is more than medals. Now,
Yes.
obviously, the fact that he has 3 medals of honor are quote-unquote impressive, and that this makes him a qualifying soldier.
Yeah,
But
you're
the
not
point
got to
has been
make the
made throughout
sacrifice play.
entirety
Yep.
of the MCU is what qualifies you as a good soldier is completely different from what qualifies you as a good man. If we're just going off of what qualifies as a good soldier, Steve would not have been chosen to be Cap to begin with.
Hell no.
Look at that.
He's
making me cry.
He's making me
That's
cry.
every test we gave.
He's skinny.
He's big. He's fast.
Scrawny.
He obeys orders. He's a soldier.
I'm looking for qualities beyond physical.
I briefly want to talk about the 3 medals of honor talking point because that keeps being brought up in these videos. Because yes, 3 medals of honor is a good look to be Cap on paper, but it's explicitly told to you during John's conversation with Lamar that he was ashamed of the things he had to do to get them.
Yep.
At the things that we had to do in Afghanistan, be awarded those medals felt a long way from being right.
And to
now remember, that's why I said about his character. Even though his intentions were good in the show, First Avenger is it's one of my favorite MCU movies of all time. Like, I literally went to the movies to go see that like 3 or 4 times because I love that movie so much. And then bought it in on DVD and like an idiot played it in my car and it got stuck. It's my DVD player. The pull-out DVD player. Oh God, I sucked. But anyway, it was the arrogance. I think somebody put it in the comment section. He just because you have all of that, I don't care. I honestly don't. I don't care. I'm like, okay. I know this is off-putting or whatever. It's like somebody bragging about what they got. I don't care. I honestly don't care. You know, I don't brag about all the stuff that I got because what does it matter? Like, honestly, what does it matter? Like, when people like ask me or they come down in, you know, in my basement, which is my work area, fully furnished basement, and they see how much crap I got, then they'll be like, oh my God, what the hell? But I don't go around bragging that I have 8 arcades inside of my basement and several different gaming consoles and all of that. You know, okay, whatever is what somebody's going to say. So when this guy is bragging about, oh, he got all of these medals, whoop-de-doo.
briefly expand on this point, let's take a small look at history. If you guys remember John Walker's origin story, he's a U.S. veteran of the Afghanistan conflict. And there are numerous reports of U.S. soldiers in Afghanistan doing some pretty shady operations over there under government direction. And if we take another look in U.S. history, there were various times where American soldiers were awarded medals of honor for doing, well, let's just say not so honorable things. A key example of this is the Wounded Knee massacre that took place in 1890, where a U.S. military unit under the authority of the U.S. government killed hundreds of unarmed Native American men,
for no
women,
reason,
and children. Catch here is that 20 of the soldiers in his unit who carried out this task received medals of honor for it, for displaying bravery and courage. Now, this is not to say John did something similar to this. We don't exactly know what him and Lamar did that makes him ashamed of that day. I am using this to say that military accolades is not an indicator of someone who should be Captain America.
Facts. I know people who have my cousin went to Afghanistan. He's actually out of the military now, but he was in the Middle East for a long time. And I don't ask him what he's done. I had a friend of mine who worked at a car dealership with me when the first Afghan war happened, and the things he like briefly told me, because he was still going to he got out of the military because of PTSD and anxiety and different things like that, and he went over to fight. The things he told me, I don't wish on anybody. Like, seriously, you know, but to him, he was doing his duty. We literally talked about this when we talked about Welcome to Derry, you know, where Leroy is feeling like, hey, I'm just doing the mission. It's about the mission. I gave these people my word that I'll do the mission. I'm going to do the mission. And Halloran's like, F all that. His wife is like, let's get up out of here. Let's go. You know what I mean? But he's a soldier. And if you know a soldier, you can't be mad at that because he's following orders, the oath that he took. You know, Mika and Blue are both military. You know what I'm saying? You know, if Bridget form a military. So I can't be mad at their, their perception of, hey, if you said that you took this oath to do orders, hey, damn it, get up out your feelings and get these orders done, no matter what. I might think it's morally, or like something like Wounded Knee or something like that is morally wrong, but they felt like they were doing the right thing, and it's so crazy.
As it's been demonstrated throughout multiple times in the MCU, being Cap means prioritizing being a good man over a good soldier. There are things that soldiers like Walker would do to appease the government that Steve and Sam themselves wouldn't. We've seen this play out multiple times throughout the Cap movies and the Avengers movies in the MCU. Being a good Cap transcends military accolades. John literally throws these medals away at the end of the show to save the people in the van, which is funnily enough the most Captain America-esque thing he did in the show, and this was done on purpose.
We learned that the Flag Smasher's goal is to get things back to the way they were during the blip.
He's no guile.
By injuring and killing innocent civilians, and they're led by this insufferable, annoying ginger chick Carly who tries to
Why
justify.
does he keep calling her a ginger chick? Her name in show is Carly Morgenthau, not the ginger chick. That's just all put in dismissive. And I told you, I keep telling y'all, all these people that do this have the same agenda, or they do the same thing. It's shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. It never fails. They all fall into the sign language category, you know. But I mean, the Flag Smashers, I understood their intent. Even Sam alludes to, I understand the distant franchise. The difference is somebody, and I watched this video last night, it said the difference of a hero and a villain is the decisions that person, or no, he said a hero and a coward is the decision that he makes. One decides to not do, the other decides to do. No matter how he's looked at, no matter what happens, he decides to do. A coward decides not to do, and that's why he's a coward. The thing about Carly Morgenthau was she felt like her, her in her perspective, she wasn't wrong. She actually wasn't wrong. And Sam pointed that out. Disenfranchised people that are tired of government oversee and them trying to get a leg up and somebody else putting their foot on their neck, their fight is still just as effective as the ones that's talking about freedom. They're actually pursuing freedom. I never got mad at her at all. So it's a difference of perspective. Because if you are disenfranchised and you know people who've been disenfranchised for centuries, when they finally get up and fight, you can't look at them. You can't look at them poorly because they're disenfranchised by the same government and the same people that's talking about freedom. Their freedom, not everyone's freedom. So I understood exactly where this Flag Smasher was coming from. It's simple. And again, that's what made Sam really good in this, because he doesn't have any power, but he has empathy. And empathy, he should have been in the Thunderbolts, honestly, because empathy is a superpower that a lot of people don't have. That's why this guy is calling her a ginger chick. And that's wild. That's just wild. But anyway, John Walker is basically the peacemaker in Marvel, an authoritative character who does the right thing in the wrong way. I agree with that, just without the antics. But yeah, I agree with that. I do agree with that. You know what? You know what I also agree with? These biscuits. Let's go and get some.
Taste the biscuit. Thank you. Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
All right. Let's keep going. Appreciate the super chat. Let's go.
By the killing and harming of innocent civilians by saying it's for a better cause. She literally blows up a van right next to a building, and 11 innocent people were injured and 2 were killed, one being a father of 2. And she wants to talk about, it's the only language these people understand.
This is the only language these people understand.
Fuck you.
Wow, it's almost like she's the villain.
And the best thing is...
But it's funny because when someone else invades on another land and blows them to smithereens, we don't have the exact information for why this regime or this government is over in this land doing God knows what in the name of freedom. Think about it, and you wonder why the people are fighting back. You wonder why. Remember, even in Age of Ultron, Vision told Tony Stark, it's your presence that's going to breed people coming under you, that's going to rise because of your own presence. You know what I mean? It's because of your own presence. Now, I do agree with you, Stamina, to a certain extent, because she immediately went to extremists. Like, you know what I mean? And you understood what happened at 4 to 5. So, yes, I did it. And you had a super chat, Miss Roberta? I didn't even see it. It didn't even pop up. It didn't pop up on the main thing. Hold on. Let me go to it. Oh, that was... I do apologize. I didn't even see that. I wish I had some. That ain't it. That ain't it. Because you have to wait so long, I got an old school one for you.
Super chat, body roll.
I am so sorry. I didn't even see it. I really did not see it. You know, but again, you know, it's in a context of perspective. You know what I mean? Honestly, it's like what Tupac said, you know, when he's talking about the people. You know, 1 minute they're like, you know, they're negotiating. We are hungry. Let us eat. They're negotiating it. You know, then it turns into a chant. We are hungry. Let us eat. We are hungry. Let us eat. Next thing you know, it ain't the sweet chance. It's like, nigga, y'all let me eat. Now I'm trying to kick in the door. And she literally was like, there's no more talking now. I'm kicking in the door. You know what I mean? Yeah, she's the antagonist, but if you look at it truly in her perspective, you can see why why her actions, not saying that they're justified, you can understand. Remember, she's no different than Killmonger, and everybody thinks he should come back and be the Black Panther. Thanos was right. All I'm saying is there was some good writing in here.
The show tries to make you care about her and see John as the bad guy. It's wild.
The show kills off Carly and redeems John by the end.
Yeah,
pretty sure the whole point was that John deep down was a good guy, just not meant to be Captain America. And it kind of goes to show like how a lot of these Walker fans phrase this like, oh, they try to make Carly seem good and John seem bad. It's just like, bro, Carly and John are both complicated characters that are like way more complex than black and white. It's just like they don't understand nuanced characters. It's crazy.
In episode 4,
Jay, I honestly disagree, because I believe Carly, remember, this is after the snap, and remember, there were people they kind of sectioned off, and the government wasn't doing their job, right? That's why the whole speech of Sam Wilson at the end of this, towards the end of the series, whether I felt like it was almost a little too on the nose, but it was justified because of the way that everything was during the blip. After the snap, everything was wild. They were trying to get people back or whatever, and now you're in a world, it's almost like the post COVID area, except this time, people were not in sections or in borders or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's different. right, is different. And with that differency, you see a lot of things that you don't, before COVID would probably be cool. After COVID, you ain't going for that no more. Let's just be honest. You're not going for that certain things no more. You know what I mean? Still, people are still wearing a mask to this day. You know what I mean? So I get it. You know, but a nation without, okay, so if this nation, if this border of people are not getting everything that they want, but the neighboring country is getting things that they want or that they need to survive, what makes that bordering nation better than me? Honestly, we're literally seeing this in real life, because there's a country, and I don't want to get too political, but there was a country that was created in 1943, and people was already living there, and some people thought that they had rights to that land, and the people who already was there don't have rights. And guess what they've been doing? Fighting ever since. I'm just saying. So if we don't have any borders and nobody's thinking that they're better than anybody, there's justification in that. Just saying. I'm just not going to call out what the country is, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
John finds Bucky and Sam,
Or,
and after they
I'm
learn
sorry,
of Carly's
1948.
location, John rightfully wants to bring her in, but Sam says no, he wants to reason with her.
I think we're way past reasoning with her, unless you forgot the fact that she blew up a building with people still in it.
Thank you, John, the only one using your head here. Why the f do we need to reason with her? You can reason with her when she's sitting behind bars.
Okay, so this is a straw man because
I'm not saying any names. I'm just saying. Just saying. All I'm saying is those folks wasn't there before that time. Is all I'm saying. And whether you figure it out or whatever, history has already told us that there were people there way before those people got there. Just saying. So, but let's get back to what the video was saying. When people, this is the argument Stevie Knight tried to have about Charlie Kirk's position and everyone else's. Nobody's going to listen to nobody else's position. Stevie Knight literally said there's no reason with these people. We're like, who are these people? If you can't sit up here, you can listen to one guy and he's correct, but you can't listen to the other side and have some bipartisanism so you can come up with a solution because you don't think people are reasoning with. So you just throw people away. That was the whole debate with Stevie Knight and old boy from with ABBA. And what's crazy about it is that people really think that just because we have a difference of opinion or we have a different way of going through things, that we can't come up to a common solution. All we have to do is talk about it, and talk about it like adults, not finger pointing, not pointing out, not trying to say that I'm better than you or I got this or whatever. No, let's come up to a common ground. If we can come up to a common ground that's bipartisan and we can be able to do what's best for the overall situation, that's called a solution. You got your input, I got my input. We put it together. We came up with a plan. Bam, there we go. Nobody wants to do that. This is literally the reason why there was a government shutdown. So literally the reason why the House and the Senate and all of this is in total disarray. The reason why the country is in total disarray, because there's no bipartisanism, because people don't care about the people. Literally. And I'm supposed to listen to John Walker talk about, well, there's no, just because she did this, there's still no redeeming factors. Which, in this country, all the atrocities that have been done to other people, and they're still reasoning with the people who did the atrocities. Stop it. Stop playing with me. It's funny how We could be able to forgive the atrocities that is done by a certain group of people, but then if we do something, there's no communication, there's no problems. See how that works? Come on. Stop playing with me.
He's falsely arguing that Sam doesn't want to bring her in. When he does, that's not what's being argued. Sam believes he can reason with her because she's emotionally vulnerable at this point. Keep in mind, earlier in the show, they already tried taking them on in a physical fight, and they failed. John's flaw here is trying to use violence in a situation that's not needed. Sam is not opposed to stopping them. The issue is that they are in a highly concentrated area with civilians. He literally says if a fight ensues and the operation gets out of control, people could die. That's why he wants to try and talk to her first. It's been proven time and time again that Steve and Sam will get people to try to do the right thing if they have the chance. Hell, Steve reasoned with Pietro and Wanda and sympathized with them during a time where they were working for a whole terrorist organization.
Exactly. This is the reason why I said in the very beginning, that, you know, even though Bucky came along later after going to Wakanda or whatever, Sam was there through Sokovia. Sam was there, you know, with the fight in Wakanda. Sam was there, you know, coming back in the portal. You just not going to just sit up there and dismiss me like I didn't go through all of this. You know what I mean? And yes, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. I want bipartisanism because we're fighting over. We got too many people that's so caught up in Republicans, Democrats, Independents, Libertarians, and all these titles. Is still don't care about the people. I told you. I got the soul of a Black Panther because my whole thing is what's best for the people, no matter your background or whatever. What is best for the people? If it's not best for the people, then I don't want to hear it. I don't. It's not best for the average American citizen that got to still struggle to feed their kids. What's best for the people? Not best for the corporations, not best for the government, not putting money in billionaires' pockets. What's best for the people? And a lot of these politicians do not care about the people. They care about political points. They care about standing on what they think is the right side of history and forgetting about the people. And at the end of the day, you, the American people, no matter what color you are, suffer. Period. And that's something Black, white, Asian, Mexican, don't matter. We can all agree with. We suffer when they flub up. I'm just saying, you could throw racism in it, but at the hierarchy, the hierarchy of that, you know what I mean, has always been the rich versus the poor. It's always been like that. All right, let's get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Thank you, Miss Goddess. Emerald Goddess. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Exactly. Exactly. What's up, Torian? What's good? Exactly. The people up top, say it again. The people up top don't care about you. You are literally just a worker bee, and if you die, it don't matter. Miss Rock Kitty, what's up? I literally just came across a picture of a former coworker that I literally told on her break, I wouldn't be putting up no parts, no nothing. If you literally die on this floor, all they gonna do is wheel you out and have somebody cover your job. Do you know that literally happened 2 days? No, that later on that day, and I'm not making this up. I wish it was a couple days later. The lady literally had a seizure on the floor, died. They wheeled her up out of there and got somebody else to do her job. And she was over there working on her break when she shouldn't have to. They wasn't paying her. Not joking. So, yes, the people up top do not care. They don't care.
Weird for Strucker's experiments. It's nuts.
Right. What kind of monster would let a German scientist experiment on them to protect their country?
Facts.
War, Captain.
They are.
They are. Thank
So
you.
there's literally no inconsistency with
That's what I'm saying. What made Steve was his empathy for the for people. That's it. That's it. It was his empathy for people and seeing the good in them. Until it came to kind of, I mean, it was back and forth between him and Tony Stark, but just seeing the good in them. That's it.
this, especially since it almost worked.
But John is a solid dude. He gives Sam 10 minutes, which he shouldn't have even done that. But after that 10 minutes, he goes in to arrest her, and she.
Why does this guy like he should have gave her that? So she can't be saved. So she can't be saved. She can't be reasoned with. She can't be talked to.
Assaults him and runs away.
You might need to rewatch that scene again, bro, because it was not after the 10 minutes. In fact, the 10 minutes weren't even up yet. John stormed in and went back on what he said because his arrogance clouded his judgment. While we saw that what Sam was doing was clearly working.
No. This is a bad idea.
It hasn't been 10 minutes, John, just a tight.
Agree with your fight. I just can't give it the way you're fighting it. And I'm sure she wouldn't either.
And he said, what did Sam say?
This is what that was.
What did he say? I agree with your fight. Again, Sam Wilson does have the characteristics of Steve and by being empathetic, because that's the strongest character that he has. He's empathetic. So he was like, I agree with your fight. I just don't like the way that you're going about it. I did see that. I did see that. I just haven't had a chance to watch it because I can't watch TV at work. Actually, we're not supposed to be technically on our phones anymore, but don't tell nobody. But yeah. D says, well, I agree. And yes, he was done very dirty. But Sam was right. Like I said before, I understood why she was fighting. If you never been is exactly. But if you never been disenfranchised, you don't know what that feels like, to be beaten down, to be battered, and then you get up and start swinging and everybody mad at you. That's just like, I talked to this about my daughter. Shout out to my daughter. If she gets picked on and she doesn't say anything, right? She gets picked on again. She doesn't say anything. What is building up inside of her is anger, resentment, So you pick on her again, she punch you in the mouth, don't say nothing because she's not bothering anybody. You are disenfranchising her because she is not doing anything to nobody, and here you go flubbing with her. So if she turn around and pop you right there directly in your lips, in your lip flappers, don't get mad. You brought it on yourself. We had somebody in the chat on Blurred AF. You know what I'm saying? Ain't bothering nobody. We're talking about something there. Yeah, we was crazy. Here the welfare crew. Actually, I ain't gonna lie, that bothered me because I don't go to, mostly, white channels. It say anything disrespectful like that, but they come to our channel. They come to our channels and say all the wall stuff. And then we just gotta ignore it and be the bigger person. Now, if I would have snapped, if it wasn't for Mika and Blue just ignoring this person, because I was gonna stop everything we doing, but like I'm sick of this mess. Because again, we're not bothering anybody. Why do you have to bother us? We're not coming to your places, your establishment, but that is the history of this country. So again, I understood what she was coming from. I didn't agree with all the methods either, but I understood.
Tricking me until your backup arrived.
No, I think we had enough time to talk.
Solid dude to give him his full 10 minutes.
It's heavily implied here that if John hadn't gone back on what he said, Sam would have gotten Carly to come in peacefully, the plot would have resolved itself, and Lamar wouldn't have died later. So yeah, thank John for making the situation.
Because he was impulsive, which was a problem with his character. You know, arrogant, impulsive, all of that.
10 times worse than it needed to be.
Later on, Walker breaks in and tells Sam to turn over Zemo. And as he's doing this, the Dora Milaje throws a spear at his head. They came here for Zemo. And John, being the solid dude he is, tries to de-escalate the situation.
Oh, yes.
By talking crazy to the Dora Milaje? Okay. And if I'm not mistaken, he was already on that juice. And the juice was making him lose. And I'm not talking OJ.
The solid dude who just kicked the fucking door down and was about to start a fight with Sam for no reason when he was just trying to talk to him. Yeah,
exactly.
Solid dude, all right. So solid that not even Lamar, his own partner, approved of what he was about to do at this point.
Facts.
How much rest this conversation to go, Sam? Huh?
Like
should I put down the shield? Make it fair?
Like he wanted to square up.
Oh, but you know.
Yeah, he would. I honestly forgot. He wanted to square up with Sam. While Sam is trying to talk, he's trying to square up. Now, Sam would have hit him in his lip flappers, and it would have been a problem.
They don't care about that, though.
And tells them that they don't have jurisdiction.
It really is. It really is, Erica D. It really is.
That's right. I forgot the Dora Milaje.
Oh, that's right. It did come after.
Whenever they want and do whatever they want. Because,
it did.
Well, just because.
John literally just did the exact same thing they did 2 seconds ago. This is kind of what I mean. Like, when it comes to Walker fans, you're just kind of missing the point of this whole scene. Like, the whole thing here is that Walker is basically being a hypocrite because he's lecturing AO for, like, mandates and jurisdiction when he literally broke the government mandate and came here without them knowing. So he doesn't have jurisdiction here either.
I'm just going to run with this one for a minute. Take what happens.
I always, but D Sizzle, honestly, let's be honest, he's still almost on brand because really, and you're right, this is before the juice. He was still being a dick because honestly, let's be real, D. He got that shield and really thought he was Captain America, like for real. And you go listen to me, and the government appointed me, and you go hear what I gotta say, and then you wanted to square up. If that's not being an asshole, I don't know what is. But you know what? I'll talk long enough. I need to take a commercial break. I do. I need to take a commercial break. I'm going to be right back. Don't go nowhere. We got more of the Dre Max Show. Let's go.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Are you going down? Then you gotta know the best way to go. On the down low.
Damn, you banking like that, and you come over here with a biscuit meal, man?
Would you like to take a survey? No. Elevator go down the hall.
It's you! It's you!
What they do?
We are talking about the same girl.
Okay, well, what do we do? Fight a duel or something?
Well, I don't know. Maybe,
Now the conclusion of Step
Like this?
Slower. Bend over.
Stedman, what's going on?
Darling, are you all right?
Stedman, who was that woman?
That was Professor Haight, disguised as an ugly French lap dancer.
Ugly? She looked beautiful.
I suppose she might have been considered beautiful until you walked in the room.
Oh, Stedman, I've been dreaming of this moment. Come here.
Wild horses couldn't keep me away.
Invisible robots!
Invisible robots?
Beep, 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 beep. Look out!
Man, he's man, not just Oprah's boyfriend. If you cross him, you're a dead man. You heard what I said, man.
I heard he was gay. No way, sister.
Who's that man? He's dead man.
We now return to the Transformers.
All right. What if the new Avengers end up being they change their name to the West Coast Avengers? At least that would make more sense. But anyway, let's continue. Let's continue with this conversation. It's actually really good. It's a really good conversation.
If we get the job done, do you really think they're going to sweat us on the house?
The reality is neither of them have jurisdiction here. This whole jurisdiction thing is just a dick measuring contest between two egos. That's kind of why John's attempt at de-escalation is failing, because he's not really trying to like reason with them in the traditional sense. He's just trying to assert himself above everyone else in the room.
Exactly.
And it's so weird how Walker fans constantly say, "Oh,
that's what I was saying." His attitude and all of that, he just, because he became Captain America, he got full of himself. You know what I mean? He got full of himself. So that's the reason why. But Executive Judge D Sizzle, you know what you know what to do. But they have a West Coast what is this? Was it in San Francisco? D, you gonna have to help me out. I can't was West Coast Avengers in San Francisco? But you know what to do. Exactly, Stamina. He got whooped.
they tried to kill John with a spear. That wasn't right. So wrong. It was badly written. It's like, no, the Dora Milaje clearly weren't supposed to be in the right here. They violate John, violate Bucky, and violate Sam. This wasn't meant to be a good guy moment from them. After all, they're not traditional heroes. They're warriors. Dora Milaje almost laid hands on Black Widow in Civil War just for being in their walking path.
And then my man, hey, I ain't gonna lie. When I first seen this scene at the movies, I actually smirked with Chadwick because I'm like, I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want to see that. What's up, American Ninja Girl? Good to see you back in the chat. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of smirked with him because I kind of wanted to see that too. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of a turn on. I'm not even gonna lie. When a woman can be like, look, I'll move you. Move or you shall be moved. Oh, I want to see that.
It nearly killed one high-profile FBI agent for thumping their king on the shoulder. This is very consistent with how they've been portrayed in the past.
Facts.
Does that make them right? No, but it is in character. And remember what I told you guys, it's in character, which means it's not badly written, even if you may not like how they reacted.
John's like, all right, just chill. And this chick smacks him around and kicks him in the next week.
What is up
goes
with
for
this
a kill
dude?
shot.
Y'all don't hear it? Y'all don't hear it? Tina, I know you heard it. Erica D, I know you heard it. There's a lot of the way his language is coming off. Let me prop out the strong white man. And everybody else is chicks and I'm not feeling that. I'm glad ICHD. I don't think he's pointed it out, but man, the energy is so strong.
But luckily, he blocks it. At this moment, he has every right to take out his pistol and Swiss cheese the fuck out of all of them.
And
he's literally done nothing wrong except for trying to do his job.
So again, the wrong principles are being applied here. It's not his intention or what he was trying to do that was the issue. It was how he went about it. We have to kind of use our common sense here, right? If 3 highly trained Royal Guards people, roughly the equivalent of the Secret Service, walked in to apprehend someone who killed their king, the absolute last thing you want to do is insult their culture by calling their weapons pointy sticks and then violate their cultural boundaries by touching them. The Dora Milaje were 100% not in the right here. At the same time, Walker did not help the situation and made it 10 times worse. 2 things can be true at once.
But he decides to just throw hands, and the highly trained, literal peak human with a vibranium shield is getting whooped by a also highly trained but lightweight chick with a spear.
A spear that's also made of vibranium.
I I'm just not. I'm not feeling the language, boy. I'm not. Hold up. I can't stand when these incels just think just because you're a woman you can't throw hands. I'm surprised he didn't call her a broad or a dame. Look at this dame here, over here throwing hands with a pink human white man. I can't believe it. What up, hot CHD? You should have pointed out why you didn't call her a bride or a dame. Look at this dame here, going around and destroying all of these good, innocent white people in here. I can't believe it. It's pandemonium, everybody. Look at this. What are you doing there, dame? What?
Like you do watch the Black Panther movies, right? Because if you did, you know this.
Lamar, who is also highly trained, can't do anything.
Bullshit.
The Dora Milaje are not enhanced. There is no reason that walkers should not be sleeping each and every one of them with one juicer to the lips.
What? Lord have mercy. This is the Dora Milaje. They come out the womb and get ready to box. You know what I mean? Like, dude, they've been doing this their entire life. What are you talking about? Just because this dude is peak human form don't mean he can't catch these hands. It can't be no L's. Come on, dog. What movies have you been watching?
You're right. They're not enhanced. Just some of the most fiercely trained warriors on the planet who are assigned to protect an enhanced individual, which I'd argue puts them well above most humans on Earth in terms of combat prowess. But you are right. They're not enhanced.
I understand that the Dora Milaje are highly trained. I don't care.
I mean, you heard it here, guys. He doesn't care. He boosts John by saying he's highly trained, but now all of a sudden doesn't care that the Dora Milaje are also highly trained.
You know what I care about his? I don't care. Whoop-de-doo. Hey, he caught an L. Hey, how about that?
They've literally fought aliens before, and they also have vibranium-coated armor on and vibranium spears that counter John's vibranium shield.
Exactly.
But yeah, I mean, he doesn't care, so I guess that's that.
The best female UFC fighter gets wrecked by an unranked male UFC fighter.
Oh my
That's just
God!
The truth. Even Jorge Masvidal says this.
What is he talking about? What is up with these incels? Like, seriously. I bet he got beat up by a girl when he was a kid. I guarantee you. He had to get beat up by a girl when he was a kid. Or something.
What? They even start clapping up Bucky and Sam, which is just ridiculous.
My brother, what in the world does this have to do with the UFC? This is not the real world, and this is not a fighting ring. You do realize this is the same universe as the Black Widow program,
exactly,
of which we've seen female characters go toe-to-toe with multiple trained soldiers at once and win. Why is it now unbelievable that the Dora Milaje can't do the same thing? Again, we've seen them do this before. And they have vibranium. And yes, while it is true that Sam and Bucky are capable, Sam is nowhere as skilled fighting Milaje, and Bucky is clearly holding back here because he's only trying to de-escalate. Not to mention, the Dora Milaje had a kill switch on his arm, which means they were already anticipating a fight with him. That Batman prep time, crazy.
Oh, snap. I love it. The
only reason they do this is, for one, to show off how badass these chicks are, but also to make John think that he's a scrub, so he takes the serum that he found earlier.
They weren't even super soldier.
Now, this would have been fine if it was at least competitive.
I'm really hating the fact he's calling these grown-ass women chicks. Chicks with spears. It is so off-putting.
But when 3 chicks absolutely destroy 4 highly trained soldiers, one being a super soldier, it's kind of ridiculous. Also, I'm willing to bet that Walker is at least a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu purple belt.
How do you know? Who gives a crap? He took an L. You take your L and keep it moving, buddy. You take your L and keep it moving.
With wrestling experience, so the fact that he can't take them down and lock up any sort of submission is wild, because I can pretty much guarantee that Dora Milaje do not train Jiu-Jitsu. I'm just saying.
Okay, first off, they are trained in multiple martial arts, so that would matter. Second, again, this isn't a UFC ring. Jiu-jitsu, in fact, is pretty much useless here because they have spears. Like, being on the ground, even if it's for defensive purposes, is probably the worst place you want to be in a fight like this because it leaves you pretty vulnerable to being stabbed. Fun fact, it's one of the reasons why jiu-jitsu, even though it's popular in MMA, generally isn't recommended for street fights.
It's not.
Anyways,
You get
the
beat
next
up.
time Walker comes to fight, he's juiced up on that serum. This is a kill shot. If Walker doesn't move, he's toast. And the Flag Smashers talked about it earlier. Their goal is to kill Walker now. So he can and should be Swiss cheesing every one of these terrorists. He sends this guy flying through the air and finds Sam. They head downstairs and they start scrapping with a bunch of Flag Smashers. Walker starts beating the shit out of everyone, but eventually one of them holds him in place. He could probably just super jump out of this, but whatever. Carly then goes for the kill shot, but Lamar comes in and saves him. She then punches him into a stone pillar and he dies. So rightfully so, John chases after the dude who held him down and packs him up with the shield.
Seriously.
Oh no, he killed a super terrorist who was aided in killing and injuring multiple innocent people, including
That doesn't
John's
make
best
him
friend
right.
Lamar, and he got packed up.
Now you see what I'm talking about. See, it's a double standard. It's okay for your hero to do god awful things without any repercussion or whatever, but when they did it, it was a problem. When Ginger Chick did it, it was a problem. But now all of a sudden, when your hero does it, it's justified. Nobody sees a double standard in this.
I see nothing wrong here. But they make this a big deal and act like no hero ever killed anyone, and now the shield is stained with blood. And there are actually fans who don't like John because he killed someone, because Steve Rogers would have never done that. I guess we're just going to act like Steve wasn't putting people in the dirt for good.
It's how he
using the
did
shield
it.
while mowing down.
No, it's how he did it. It's how he did it. He literally had a chance to just apprehend this guy, put him in cuffs, and send him to jail. No, he took the shield and repeatedly, out of anger, in whatever he was feeling out of the super juice, it killed a guy in front of everybody. Not the same thing, my guy.
On a bunch of people. You think everyone in this tank is just getting knocked out from this? You think this guy survived this fall? You think this guy survived this shit? His chest is now caved in, and if he did survive, then he drowned. You think this guy didn't die of blunt force trauma? Where the f did people get this idea that Cap never killed?
This is a common straw man used by John Walker fanboys where they intentionally misconstrue the point the show is making. Captain America has killed before. That's not the issue. Cap has killed terrorists before. That's not the issue. People are not mad at John because he killed a terrorist. They are mad at him because he killed him while he had his hands up and on the ground.
Exactly.
Cap kills people, but he does it out of duty or to protect other people. It's one.
This is the same argument. Let's put this in real world perspective. Because y'all understand this, right? You'll understand this. If a person who is, I don't know, sworn to protect the people, the innocent people, of America, right? It's a sworn duty. He took an oath to protect the people, right? Let's put it out there. He sees an innocent guy with his hands up, decides to shoot him. Guy that poses no threat decides to put a knee on his neck. Just saying. Not that, somebody with a machete was going after people and the guy pulled out his standard issue firearm and let somebody have it because he was protecting people. No, the guy was running with no weapon, no nothing. He shoots him in the back, and he gets awarded for it. Who's right and who's wrong in that situation? I'm just saying, every argument that he's using, I can literally point to real-world situations and say, no, we don't have a problem with policing, with the police. We have a problem with the establishment on how they go in to policing and how some people feel just because they got that badge on does not make you judge, juror, and executioner. Real world, fictional universe, real world situations. What John Walker did was what a lot of that some of the police force have done, black, white, or indifferent, has done in real life. When somebody got their hands up and you still pull the trigger, they pose no threat. You could have arrested them. Why did you have to shoot them? On the contrary of somebody is posing a threat, they have a weapon or something, and you gave them all the commands in the world and they did not listen, so you had to do what you had to do. That's justified. Just saying. All these arguments, I'm just saying, you literally can look at real life and say, that's not how it's supposed to be done, big dog.
One thing killing when it's an active combat situation or when it's your life or theirs. Like in wartime during the first Avenger or the various combat situations that we see him in throughout the movies. It's completely different when the guy is on the ground,
Facts,
signaling
brother
he's no
Junior.
longer a threat, pleading for his life, and you kill him anyway. That's a literal war crime, and Cap has never executed anyone when they were giving up. Walker fans seem to think that the scene was framed unfairly, but if you notice throughout the MCU, whenever one of the Avengers tries to kill someone and it's not justified in some way, it's always framed as negative. It's the reason why, despite the fact that the Avengers do kill, Tony trying to off Bucky was framed as bad.
Yes.
We know why he would go after Bucky, but at the end of the day, he knew he was under mind control and tried to kill him when he wasn't a threat. Hawkeye doing what he did in Endgame and killing a surrendering criminal was framed as bad because he was killing out of vengeance and not to protect others.
Exactly.
Or decapitating Thanos when he wasn't a threat. Yeah, that was bad because that was clearly meant to be a low moment where Thor let his rage get the better of him. John's kill is framed to be wrong for this exact same reason. John did not need to kill Nico. He did initially resist and get up a couple times, but he did put his hands up and give up. Now, let's briefly go over some of the defenses that Walker fans are inevitably going to put in the comment section. No, his hands were not up to shield himself from damage like Tony in Civil War. As you can see, the positions are almost absurdly different. Tony's arms are crossed and he's clearly shielding his face while Steve is hitting him with the shield. Here, Nico's hands are up and spread apart when John isn't even hitting him at this point. His shield was at his side, and Nico's hands stay like this up until John executes him. So he was absolutely signaling he wasn't a threat anymore.
Exactly.
No, just because he did not physically say, I surrender, does not mean he wasn't surrendering.
Exactly.
For military training, surrendering is not inherently verbal. Soldiers get trained on what verbal and nonverbal surrenders look like in various combat scenarios. You can look up footage online and see military units recognizing body language as they surrender without them having to say it. John absolutely knew Nico was giving up when he killed him. And for the people who say super soldiers can't surrender, well, unfortunately, the MCU has already shown that to be possible many times, including the show.
I mean, hell, you could go back to, Captain America Civil War when War Machine came down. Guess who had to surrender? 3 super soldiers. No, did Bucky get away? Yeah, Bucky got away. Or did he get away? I forgot. But still, Black Panther had to give up. Captain America had to give up. He said, congratulations, Captain. You're a criminal.
Going by Walker logic, Rhodey should have shot T'Challa in the head when he was surrendering in Civil War because he has powers and still could have been a threat, which obviously makes no fucking sense and would be an abuse of authority. Decapitating someone
Bucky
while
did
he's
get
begging
arrested,
in front of crowds of people
I
and spreading
forgot.
fear across a foreign country is literally something that a terrorist would do. Cap is supposed to be better than the terrorists. It's okay when John was using his gun against the terrorists in the truck fight because it was an active combat situation. None of them gave up or stopped fighting. If John had killed them there or during the Moss fight where the Flag Smashers were actually trying to kill him like the Avengers usually do, no one would have cared. The thing is, if someone is surrendering, as Cap, you spare them.
Judah.
That's just a no-brainer. So even though you can understand his motive, he lost his best friend. Walker ultimately wasn't justified for it. Same way Clint wasn't, and same way Thor wasn't when he did it.
What about when Iron Man rolled up and smoked a bunch of terrorists?
Again, it's not terrorists being killed that's the problem. It's how and why you do it.
Exactly.
Here, it's justified because Iron Man's killing them to save other people.
They
and it's
have
clear that they were going to
hostages.
kill them if Tony didn't do something. So it's justified.
Or in Iron Man 3 when he blew a hole through that dude and packed him up.
These guys hijacked a plane full of people. So not only was he an imminent threat, but it was also self-defense. He didn't give up or stop fighting, and he was literally going to kill him unless Tony did that.
This
So
guy was
it's
an
justified.
idiot.
Sam Wilson in the first episode of this show was murking people.
This was an active war zone, and these were mercenaries who hijacked a plane and put other people in danger and took them hostage. Not to mention they were shooting at him. So yeah, it's justified.
But yeah, Walker's a disgusting, unforgivable monster. I can't believe he killed a completely innocent murdering terrorist.
I am aware that there are some people out there that hate every fiber of his being, but let's not generalize every Marvel fan. Most people are not saying he is an unforgivable monster, just that he was a bad Captain America. That's not the same thing as saying he's the worst person on planet Earth. That's not people saying he can't be a hero in his own way. That's just people acknowledging a fact. I'm not sure.
That's Taika Waititi is the worst person in the world for making Thor Love and Thunder.
Why Walker fans get so triggered and completely exaggerate what people are saying when this gets pointed out, because he is a bad Captain America. Or, I'm sorry, he was a bad Captain America, because he's not Cap anymore.
He's U.S. agent.
They even run with this narrative in Thunderbolts.
Before you publicly murdered an innocent man on the street.
Are you serious?
Murdered an innocent man.
But he did!
It's wild.
Okay, context is important here. Ghost was not there. She does not know every single detail of what happened. She just knows what the media put out. The media thinks that Walker just killed some random innocent dude in the street for no reason.
But I mean, the guy, as far as what I mean by innocence and what I mean he did was the guy was surrendering. He had no weapon. He posed no threat. And John still killed him anyway out of spite. That's what I meant by that. Not saying the guy wasn't a criminal, but if I have my hands up like this, I pose no threat. There's no way that I have strength in this position to be able to overthrow you or anything. So yes, in perspective, he did kill someone innocently that was posing no threat. Not saying he wasn't a criminal though.
That's why Walker's define innocent line was put in there, because we as the audience know that Nico was not innocent. She does not know what we know.
I'd argue that Sam and Bucky killed more people by not stopping the Flag Smashers when they had the chance, but that's just my opinion.
Bro, every time Sam and Bucky got close to stopping them, John got in the way and botched it. As said before, if John hadn't went back on what he said and didn't intervene with Sam, he would have gotten Carly to back down and Lamar's wouldn't have died later. John is not going to let you fuck him. He's a grown-ass man. Stop trying to absolve him of responsibility for his actions.
But this gets better. While Walker is grieving the loss of his best friend, reflecting
the honey glaze, boy. I'm talking about pouring all kinds of honey all over John Walker right now is to the point of ridiculousness. For the point that he's glazing John so much and trying to prop him up while calling women chicks. I'm still waiting for him to call them broads and dames. I'm still waiting. I know this damn broad did not come over here with this mess. And he started talking like what was it in the 1950s? Did it cover transatlantic talk? Nah, she, this old dame doesn't get my eggs right. I don't like it. Nah.
What he just did. Bucky and Sam pull up and tell him to give up the shield, and they instigate a fight. And Walker starts beating their asses.
They did not instigate anything. They don't even antagonize him. Sam and Bucky literally try to talk him down, and John is not budging.
I know what I had to do. I killed him because I had to. He killed Lamar.
You didn't kill Lamar, John. Don't go down that road. Believe me, it doesn't end well.
And
I'm not like you. Listen, it was the heat of the battle, okay? If you explain what happened, they may consider your record. I don't want anyone else to get hurt. You got to give me the shield, man.
Now, again, Bucky is the one who initiates the fight when it's clear John isn't going to stand down. This dude is mentally unstable. Just executed someone with the shield moments prior and was about to go back outside when Sam and Bucky showed up. So yeah, they had to take it from him. It was way too dangerous to let him keep it in his current mental state. Sam tried to offer counsel and John refused. Hell, Sam still tries to talk him down.
What up, J. Carter?
And if you notice, there's an interesting hypocrisy from Walker fans that I caught. Their logic for justifying John killing Nico while he was surrendering is that he aided and abetted in a crime, killing someone, so he deserved it. But when you flip the other coin and we get to Bucky and Sam taking the shield from John, minutes after he commits a literal war crime on live TV by decapitating someone, now all of a sudden violence isn't okay, and Sam and Bucky had no right to disarm him. And that's after they tried talking with him. The meat riding is absolutely insane.
Well,
John even goes out of his way.
I don't know if it's meat rising, if it's honey glaze, it's honey. Oh, it was for the 20s and 30s. Well, I'm sorry there, see? All these dames telling me what to do. Nah, I don't need that broad. Nah. I like John Walker. See? Nah. Oh, man. And J. Carter said, the funniest thing about people who say John Walker did nothing wrong is they're the same people who say Riri is not a hero because she killed a guy. Okay. Thank you. And I pointed it out as clear as day. The suit went and got her. The dude had at least 5 seconds to get his ass up and get through that door. He didn't. And hey, I gotta go. Yeah, and not the wrench. Wrench. Nah.
To apologize to Lamar's parents for not being able to protect him, and I feel like this justifies him packing up that flag smasher dude even more.
No, it does not.
It
Especially
doesn't.
since he didn't even tell them the full truth about what happened. I can actually admire him in a way for going out of his way to at least apologize to Lamar's family, but he also lies to them when he says he got the guy who killed him when he didn't. The lie is actually a way in trying to justify a kill to himself, even though he knows what he did was wrong. Even one of the family members picked up on this and the fact that he was not telling the full truth about what happened in the scene.
But in the last episode, Walker comes back to take out Carly himself, and he's down to scratch solo dolo against like 5 super soldiers, and he's actually beating their asses. This is why John Walker is the GOAT. But then he starts hunting down Carly, trying to end her because he's the only smart one here. But the scrawny chick with no...
Oh my God. Does this dude like women? Why does he keep calling them chicks? I really want him to call them broads. I want him to call them dames. This scrawny dame here keeps winning, and I don't really understand. Nah, this is 1930s, please. Nah.
Near as much training as Walker somehow gets the best of him. Walker was literally the definition of a peak human being, highly trained before the serum. And this was a scrawny, probably untrained or very little trained younger girl who then got the serum. How was this even a competition?
No, if you actually watch the show, you know she was indeed trained in fighting by Sharon Carter. That's why she can fight so well. She used to work for her. And even then, if you actually watch the fight, John was actually dominating for most of it. Carly really only wins because she uses her environment to her advantage. Whereas Walker, he's clearly...
And if you and it is true, you can watch any military video, not IGN. Oh God, what's the name of the YouTube channel? They always do like these, compare like what happens in the movies and what happens in real life. And they did it with the military. And if you are in a situation where you have a weapon and you're in an open area against someone who's a trained fighter, guess who has the upper hand? Guess who has the upper hand? The person with the weapon. Because that person has to be able to disarm you with whatever weapon that you have. And 9 times out of 10, they'll tell you to go get a weapon yourself. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Fighting out of rage. He's not really using technique like Carly is here, just kind of taking hard swings and hoping.
I sure did.
But after getting knocked down,
especially
he gets
with
up
these
and he could
names,
go after her, but instead he tries saving the hostages in this armored truck by himself while fighting off a bunch of super soldiers.
That's why he's the GOAT!
Oh my.
The GOAT!
He was the GOAT here. This was meant to be a moment of redemption for him. So it's so weird how Walker fans will look at this and still say the show tried to vilify him. I'm just like, does bro know? He was never meant to be a villain. Walker has historically been an anti-hero throughout Marvel history.
Yeah,
not someone who is completely perfect, but not completely evil either.
And then in Thunderbolts, he wasn't too bad. They made him kind of an asshole for no reason, which doesn't really line up with who he was in Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
He's more of an asshole in this movie because his wife and kid left him, not for no reason. It also doesn't help that his reputation is basically ruined after Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So it's like, of course, he's not going to be the happiest dude in the world. Not to mention, if we go back to Lamar's conversation, he says the super soldier serum just makes you more of what's already there. They didn't just make him into an asshole. More so, he was developed into one over time.
He was also at times just a dumbass, which is weird because before the serum, he tested off the charts in intelligence.
Oh,
my God, he was the one who came up with the plan that got them all out of the incinerator.
Tried that already.
I know she did, but we haven't tried shutting down the sound barrier.
We built it just for her. There's got to be an independent power source.
You're right, this. You're laughing. Well, that works.
Not only that, but he constantly proves feats of beating people up and also protects Bucky from Sentry numerous times throughout their fight. No, he was not an incompetent dumbass in this movie.
But it wasn't over the top, I guess. He did somehow get taken down by Elena, who's highly trained but not a super soldier. But
Oh
I'll let
my
it slide because other than that, he beats her ass.
I mean, is all I'm hearing. Jesus, shut up. Super soldier, woman. Why did he gotta get beat up? Oh my God! Shut up.
He also spanks Taskmaster with ease and destroys a whole army of armed soldiers off screen by himself. So he was pretty solid. The only real loss he has is when he got spanked by Bob, but literally nothing anybody could do there. He also saved a lady from a big-ass wall from falling on her, so he was definitely written better in this, but it's blatantly obvious the writers trashed him in Falcon and the Winter Soldier to elevate the other characters around him like Carly, Bucky, and Sam.
Oh, now she has a name.
I know it sounds like a meat writing.
You are.
The show says he's a highly trained literal peak human, and then have him look like a scrub and lose before and after taking a serum. It's like, all right, buddy, come on.
What the fuck are you talking about? You literally just played scenes of him doing solid feats and not losing.
Did somehow get taken down by Elena, who's highly trained but not a super soldier, but I'll let it slide because other than that, he beats her ass. He also spanks Taskmaster with ease and destroys a whole army of armed soldiers off screen by himself. He also saved a lady from a big-ass wall from falling on her, so he was definitely written better in this.
Anyways, guys, that's going to be it for the video. Walker fans continue to be in denial as usual. Let me know what you guys think. If you like what you see, be sure.
Look, another banger from my man High CHD, boy. Golly, the amount of meat glazing. I mean, good God, you just pour honey all over him. I can't wait to talk about my best friend John Walker. And while disrespecting women in here and glazing the man, pause. I feel dirty after listening to this conversation. I feel dirty. All these brides, see? Why did this dame have to come in and kick John Walker's ass? Nah. Good. John Walker. Good. Just shut up. Golly. Let me take a quick commercial break. Yeah, we gonna wrap this up. I'll be right back with more. The Trayback Show.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Now you can own one of the greatest gospel albums ever on the road. With only giant hits and legendary stars.
Biscuit. I know it's the truth about it. I love. Oh, how I love this biscuit. Oh, how I love this biscuit. It is the best biscuit. I know.
This treasury is not sold in stores, and when you call the toll-free number now, you also get another entire album of all-time gospel favorites.
We now return to the Transformers.
Oh my goodness! As much as I like Megatron and Starscream, as much as I like just certain people, I could never do that. Oh my goodness. Oh Lord. I've never heard so much meat riding before in my life. Oh, jeez. I like John Walker though. What's funny is that I like the character. I like the actor. I love Ryan Russell. I think Ryan Russell is a upcoming superstar in Hollywood. I honestly do. I think once he gets in more upscale roles to show his broad range of acting talents, I think this guy is literally he has a lot of his dad in it, and his dad, had this. Well, I mean, his dad and his mom just had this charm to him, and I believe that to me, honestly, Thunderbolt showed it better because it showed the aftermath of what happened. And I think it showed it better in that movie. So, you know, and again, if somebody loves or hates you, that means they did their job. Y'all got to watch wrestling. When you got heels and faces, if you hate a heel, you know what I'm saying? And you absolutely hate their guts. Mr. Perfect, Ted DiBiase, you know what I'm saying? Andre the Giant, and you hate their guts, they did the job. You love a baby face, like, oh my God, I love Daniel Bryan. Yes, yes, yes. And you doing all the chants, and you yeeting, and you can't see me, and you Stone Cold Steve Austin's what? You know what I'm saying? You over there talking about the list? I could go down the list right now. You know what I mean? When that dong hits, you know what I'm saying? And the mist comes and you lose your mind because you know you're going one-on-one with The Undertaker. That means they did their job. And Ryan Russell did his job in this show. But I need people to have more clairvoyance when it comes to these stories. And instead of just pointing all the things, again, this is ideology. And again, shame, insults, guilt, and the need to be right. That's all I heard. You shamed Carly Morenthal and called her a chick until the end. You shamed Dora Milaje like they didn't have a whole movie. Matter of fact, they had a few movies and shows to show how dope they are. That's why a lot of people got pissed off that they got beat up by the Atlanteans and Black Panther Wakanda Forever, because we know what they could be able to do. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, and to be disingenuous to them, to boost up somebody else, I can't do it. I can't. It's ridiculous. And you just literally gobbled that man Paul's your whole entire thesis of why you trying to boost up John Walker. He's the GOAT. I hate when people use that. It makes me want to throw. It's a lot of words that I hate that got stolen, they got took, and people just use it and I want to throw it away. Please keep it in COVID. Please take it back to 2020 and leave it there, because it makes me sick. So I don't know. But honestly, man, what did y'all think about? Seriously, what did you think about this? My man Hot CHD came in, you know what I'm saying? Kicked it with us for a little bit. He probably been in the chat the whole time. But you know what I'm saying? What did y'all think about this, man? Please, please, please go to the comment section and let me know what you think. I got to still check the comments from yesterday's video. Well, go to the comment section and let me know what you guys think. Because I love that High CHD came now with the receipts. And if you got them long CVS receipts, can't nobody stop you.
Yo, the sign is real simple, B. It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
And I got to give High CHD his props, because he never disrespected this guy, no matter how absent or asinine some of the talking points and some of the things that we were saying. I can't say the latter. Because boy, there's just a lot of honey sauce being thrown on. But yeah. Put in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can never, ever miss one of my videos again. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and Vampire, man. Enjoy the rest of you guys' Wednesday. Where's my outro at? Look, you already know. Unless the Guzzle Gobbler 3000 comes, I gotta go. Wait a minute. You're telling me the video's over? What? Okay, I guess so. If you have came to this portion of the video, thank you so very much for sticking to the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to hit that little bell notification so you never miss one of my videos. And if you really want to, you don't got to, go ahead and follow the social media links that's down below. Until next time, I'll let you guys later. Peace and
Bob Hire, y'all. Y'all take care of y'all self.